Hello, high flyers, and welcome to February 10th. Open your mind to social engagements today. And if any insecurities or fears come up when other people are speaking, release control, take a break, and allow yourself to find new freedom in surrender. Surrender, trigger, and flexibility being our three aspects for today. Surrender with the Hanged Man, triggers with the Three of Swords. I'm Anthony. We're here to tune into your signs, signals, and synchronicities for your ascension process. What do we need to know, see, and hear? Angel spirits and guides, ascended masters and ancestors. 111 on the timer. I intend for this reading to find who needs to hear it, that they may receive the guidance and clarity that is meant for them to find today. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for the viewers today? What do they need to know, see, and hear? Our underlying energy for today from the secret language of color is blue. 222. Can you establish this relationship with your healing power? Activate your healing power with blue. This ultraviolet blue energy of Archangel Michael, associated with the South and associated with freeing ourselves. That Three of Swords imagery can kind of be like bound up by our mental patterns or bound up by fear, insecurities. 37 making 11 is asking you to find alignment so you can invite in healing, to find new perspective as well, and be flexible enough to open up to, conversations with people. You never know, you just might unearth something that leads to you finding a better understanding, finding deeper healing. Remember, if the words trigger you, give yourself a chance to take a break, to learn to scan the body with gray. This goes with identifying where those triggers are coming from. Where do we feel those triggers pop up in the body? Where do we feel fear in the body? This is guiding us to release these layers that are no longer serving us, to bring self-awareness to the patterns. The patterns exist because we created them out of disconnection, and they continue to show up for us to become aware of them. Gray, and learn to scan the body. You shed the snake skin, we peel back those onion layers, revealing revealing the real you, revealing a emotionally mature you. What's underneath that painful skin, the skin that tends to crawl when we hear certain words or triggers? Coral, allow flow and synchronicity into your life. It's that sacral chakra energy. So connected to the ocean, connected to allowing ourselves to receive the nutrients that we desire. The nutrients that come with interacting with people, social interactions. We came to co-create, to learn from others. And if we're not interacting, then there's less to learn. There's less synchronicities to notice too if we're not out there interfacing with the other elements. Allow flow and synchronicity into your life, guiding you to see the synchronicities, to gain a new perspective with the Hanged Man. And release control. Allow yourself to get into the flow, to find the freedom that comes with being in the flow, with being in a flow state. Allowing your emotions to flow as well, so they don't get trapped in the body again, so they don't get trapped by our fear or doubt. Nurture yourself with orange. It's that sacral chakra energy. Nurture yourself and tune into your divinity. 16 making 7. It's that, again, that creative center, that creative thinking, creative approach, new perspective. Nurture yourself by being flexible as well, by allowing yourself to stay open, to nurture your emotional maturity as well, as you allow yourself to see where these triggers fire up energy in our body. What it triggers is nurturing your ability to heal from these, if we can become self-aware about it, if we can scan the body and allow more flexibility, more flow of just more flow through personal surrender. Magenta, connect to your deepest inner knowing. Finding this deepest inner knowing as we surrender, as we gain new perspective with the Hanged Man. Yeah, and being flexible enough to try something different, to change it up, so we can get to the depths of that deeper knowing, so that we can have another level of awakening, so that we can gain that new perspective and just be more of a well-rounded person. Also to connect to your deepest inner knowing, to understand the disruptions like fear and insecurity popping up. You also connect to that deep knowing as we surrender in meditation, calling on the higher self, calling on the spirit guides, connecting through the crown chakra with violet, and create a balanced life. That crown chakra is this access to our knowing, to knowledge. And when we practice the knowledge that we've gained, we turn that into wisdom. When we put it into practice and we learn to scan our body, and we learn to sit with our emotions, we learn to remove ourselves from situations when necessary. Help to create more of this balanced life. Tune into your knowing. Crown chakra energies with violet. It's also that access to your deepest inner knowing. Connected through our higher self, connected to your source energy through that crown chakra. It's where you receive downloads and synchronicities as well, visualizations, any of the clairs, really, claircognizance connected to that crown chakra as well, with that cognate knowing. Red, and free yourself from pain. You free yourself from the pain of this old skin that reacts to those old triggers. Can you free yourself from that old bodysuit? We're trying to upgrade to light bodies now. Trying to nurture light into being, nurture yourself, bringing how the sun nurtures a flower. Nurturing, let in the sun, let in your personal power by taking control over your reactions. Free yourself from pain as you develop a relationship with your root chakra, a relationship with being connected to both the heavens and the earth. We have earth connection, heavenly connection, guiding you to be balanced, to be both grounded and connected to your divine wisdom at this time. That root chakra, is associated with your stability, your security and contentment. There's a knowing to be found of your security, of your well-being. When you allow yourself to step back and find balance, and to show the world that you can approach life in a balanced way. Spirit, what do we have from the Conscious Spirit deck? That's what the back of the deck looks like. For our viewer today, what do they need to know, see, and hear? One card flying out. What else do we have for the viewer? Any further cards, as well as underlying energy? Heart chakra. Is that the card of the day? No. Underlying energy from the Conscious Spirit deck is Air Elemental. And number 18, making 9. 9 is an aspect of freeing yourself. The negative aspects of 9 would be like anxiety or on the edge of destruction, you could say. Especially when it comes to air elementals, for those swords energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I embrace the element of air and I am open to all knowledge and wisdom. Air elemental. It's that connection to the wisdom, to that deepest inner knowing. As we are in a sign of air, being Aquarius, being guided to open up to the wisdom that comes through triggers today, that comes through any residual pain and the layers that we have yet to shed. Archangel Gabriel, 22. So can you develop a relationship with the signs and synchronicities? Archangel Gabriel is the bringer of signs, the messenger angel of the West, and of the chalice, of sacral chakra energy, that womb water energy, but also that the womb energy is a mixture of water and fire, creation and fuel, if you will. I invite Archangel Gabriel to bring hope and intuition into my life, helping you to tune into your intuition, to that flow of your intuition, the flow of the waters, your connection to relationship, to our feelings as well. Root chakra. Free yourself from pain. Red. Calling you to find balance in the root chakra. Root chakra, as we spoke on, is this connection to security and contentment. I have everything I need to survive and grow on a physical plane. Continue to affirm these. Affirmations do work. They're not going to work all in and of themselves. And shadow work's not going to do it all for you either. In fact, shadow work is kind of pointless without affirmation, without affirming ourselves back into a well-being feeling. And oppositely, affirmations are kind of pointless without getting to the depths of what's underneath this emotion that we're wanting to better, wanting to create change. I have everything I need to survive and grow on this physical plane. You can take that into your beingness, into your knowing. Flames of wisdom and crone. Owls bringing in this wisdom, moon's energy, intuition, and seeing what's not been seen. Connect to your deepest inner knowing. I am open to all of life's wisdom, and I share it with gratitude. So we've been learning how to tune into gratitude. When Spirit Source learns that we've learned how to become more grateful, then it is seen that we are responsible enough to hold more wisdom, to open up to more knowing. With that flames of wisdom and the crone. We have Forest Frolic and the Maiden, calling you to connect to your inner child. This is helping you to activate your healing power, to connect to your flexibility, to fun, to just be more flexible with life like a child. I acknowledge my inner child and I open my heart to the joy she brings. 38, making 11, again calling us to get into alignment with the joy of our inner child. Because joy is in the journey, finding alignment with joy. This is a period of integration. This whole last week, we've been integrating the wisdom, we've been integrating confidence and courage, as well as gratitude. Gratitude coming through as one of those gatekeepers to wisdom. I combine body, mind, and soul to lift all of humanity to a new dimension. Connecting through that crown chakra with our spirit guides, with our higher self, to call on that deepest knowing, to call on the wisdom of the air elemental. We're lifting light workers, star seeds, and way showers, surrounding Earth with this new seeding of a new energy, this new dimensional energy that's already here. And it is our responsibility we get to help humanity raise their vibration to meet the potential that is 5D Earth, that is a connected and uplifted humanity. Mind, body, mind, and soul. 44, making our 44 is one of those. Fours are about foundations, taking back our power by really working on our foundations. Your intuition being one of those foundations. Water elemental. Calling on Archangel Gabriel, the mermaids and the dolphins, helping you to activate your intuition, to balance, to help you to trust your intuition. I allow body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through changes in life. Allowing flow and synchronicity. Synchronicity is becoming apparent when we open up to our intuition. We open up to that intuitive hit. Using that energy to connect to the crystal grid, to connect to more of our crystalline selves, to connect to and help to flow to humanity, this crystalline grid, this connection to intuition and wisdom, to a new dimension where people are just connected to the heart space, to the heart chakra. I love myself and others unconditionally and nurture loving relationships, helping you to find your security and contentment. When we get grounded and we open up to source energy, we find this connection where it comes together in the heart space. Just heard this recently from another reader talking about there are going to be heart activations coming online for much more of February here into March. And starting with the new moon here and culminating in the full moon. Let's go to the Raider Right Tarot, no Prism Oracle today. See what our High Flyer Collective needs to see, hear, and know. I just love this little deck. My little Twinkle Bell deck. It's an interesting name, Twinkle Bell. Twinkle Bell. Twinkle Bell. Because I'm saying it's Tinker Bell. No wonder it didn't sound right. Oh my gosh. Twinker Bell. Tinker Bell. Twinker Bell. I guess if you're a gay, you could go to Halloween as a Twinker Bell. Angel spirits and guides, ascended masters and ancestors. What do we have for the viewer? Meow. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for the viewer? Twinker Bell. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's hilarious. Nurture that. If you're a Twinker Bell, nurture that. I want to hear in the comments, I am a Twinker Bell. You know who you are. So our underlying energy from the Raider Right Tarot, the Four of Swords. This is, aside from the Hangman, the other card of surrender. Calling you to meditate, to surrender your thoughts, to surrender before we add too much momentum to any fears or insecurities. Learn to scan your body and activate your healing power as you release these thought patterns that are no longer serving us. Taking that surrendered time to open up to wisdom, to open up to air elemental, the consciousness of air. Page of Swords. It's an opportunity to find clarity. After, just to further find clarity, to a message to cut through the haze, to connect to air element. Page of Swords. Swords are that air element, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're out in this world and we're creating with our thoughts. And this is calling you to open up to life's wisdom through air elemental, so that we can share it with gratitude, so that we can show others how to heal, how to ground themselves, how to nurture themselves, and connect to their deepest inner knowing. Queen of Swords. We may have to, cut some people off along the way. We may have been in the energy of feeling a bit like an ice queen, overly stuck in our heads about things. This is a opportunity to use your mind wisely, to use your mind to receive wisdom. Queen energy, this feminine energy of receiving through the element of the sword, which is the element of the mind, the air, the thoughts. Will you choose to use your mind wisely, like a wise queen? Sit upon your throne of stability, open up that crown to wisdom, crown chakra coming through again. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Keep watering that garden. Keep putting in the work to get grounded, to tune into your truth. Grounded with red, blue. The color of blue reminds us of the throat chakra and truth. The Yellow Pentacles, your personal power, your power to create on this earth, to create with this body. To be the gift of the pentacle is the gift of this vessel, the gift of this body. I combine body, mind, and soul, and put in the work to connect to my intuition, to become a solid state hard drive, receiver, and transmitter of intuitive energy, of water elemental. Water elemental, allowing body, mind, and spirit to flow. Activating the healing power, again, opening up to knowledge with the crown of the king. You can become this king, a ruler over your emotions, a ruler of your intuition, a master of your intuition, and of the knowing of what do we want to do with that energy? What do we want to do with our cups? What do we want to do with our heart? Yes. This is when the Ace of Swords comes out, is confirmational yes to whatever we've been talking about. It's also an opportunity for the propensity for you to find clarity. Again, to grab a hold of your sword energy, your thoughts, mentality, and use it to open up that crown, to shave off anything that's, any bits, keeping that crown from shining, from being in balance. Even just a few, shavings of gold would cause an imbalance in the weight of a crown. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. When we open up source energy with great power comes great responsibility. And that is, in knowing that wisdom, we have the responsibility to share it with gratitude. We have the responsibility to nurture loving relationships through unconditional love, and to be a student of life, the Fool card. This is 0-point gravity. We're at a point of integration, kind of like where we can move out of doubt and insecurities and into total personal surrender into the unknown. Be encouraged to approach the unknown through surrender and to take your fellow companion with you, to travel light. Travel lightly, releasing the baggage into a light, align with the light in you along the way, with the sun in the background. It's also that flames of wisdom with crone energy. I open up to all of life's wisdom, being... Excuse me, I didn't want to knock over my glass of water. That was interesting. So I was a little bit afraid there of making a big old mess out of my cards. A little breath. Bring me back to center. So let's go to the book. See what we have to say for the viewer today. February 10th, a freeing journey of personal surrender. I got all excited about the Fool card and just this free stance, this open heart, open armed stance is what we're working towards today. To complement the airy creativity of this part of Aquarius season, air elemental, flexibility in the number 3 encourages you to keep an open mind and heart regarding the people you meet as you float through this day. Flow, free floating, free flowing, allowing flow and synchronicity. Allowing our intuition, body, mind, and spirit to flow. There's no need to come up with a thorough to-do list or plan. Oops. But instead, put yourself out there and take a chance on the social engagements that come your way. Put yourself out there. Fool card. As you engage with the world around you, look for trigger with the 3 of Swords. Ask you to take on a new... The words of others can often bring up moments of insecurity and fear, but try your best not to take anything too personally. Trigger encourages emotional maturity and self-awareness. So, if needed, take a break to compose yourself and get back to center. The best way to thrive today is to let go. Surrender and the Hangman ask you to take on a new perspective, sacrificing your natural way of approaching things for the sake of personal growth and potential spiritual awakenings. Release your grip on control today and find new freedom as you hang gracefully from the treetops of the unknown. Today's mantra, I will take a chance on the unknowns that today offers. It's that Fool energy. Today's journal prompt, where does life seem to be asking me to release control? Release control. To surrender, to lay down. Thoughts were it's not about controlling our thoughts, it's about guiding them, as Abraham would say. To see things from a different perspective, hang upside down, literally. Lie on your back on the edge of your bed, and if you're able, bend so that your head is fully dangling off the edge. Hold this pose as long as it feels comfortable so you can see things differently. That's why kids do that for fun. They want to see things differently. You approach things from that kid mentality. Unite with that inner child energy and open your heart to the joy she brings. Born on this day, Hiratsuka Rachel, Japanese writer, journalist, political activist, anarchist, and feminist. Boris Pasternak, Russian poet, novelist, and literary translator. And Laura Dern, American actor, said this. Laura Dern, sorry. We are like archetypes, and we like our archetypes and heroes to be what they are at face value. And life doesn't work out like that. And that's about allowing yourself to have flaws. Allowing yourself to accept that there's more to know, there's more to see, there's more to be flexible about. So I hope this found you on a delightful altitude today. Take care. I love you. Namaste.